Welcome to Everything Currency. This is a show where we talk about everything crypto and mo. I'm your host, Jay. Talk to you guys about an EC gem. So that's going to be my EC gem intro. When you guys see that, you guys know there's going to be a gem talked about in the video. Also want to talk to you guys about these Bitcoin charts. Got some very interesting things showing up on these charts, and I want to talk to you about the 3 peaks and a dome house, which if that plays out, which is kind of halfway played out already, well, it's going to take Bitcoin to about over $100,000. So we're going to talk about it. But first, you gotta like the video, subscribe to the channel for your boy, help me out, let everybody know this is the chillest community in crypto, and let them know that we get this money together. So let's start off with the gem in honor of the new little Avengers gem thing I got. Sorry, had to steal that. But right now, Sovereign is a pretty interesting token. So the market cap, I didn't call it a low cap gem because I don't know what the market cap is right now. I also looked on Coin market cap, and they didn't have the market cap listed, so I was paying attention to the volume and the total value locked. Some nice numbers right there, definitely room for growth. And the supply of the token was also another thing that was a bit of a mystery right now because of a bunch of burns that were happening within the ecosystem. So more to come on this token, because I will be keeping you guys up to date on this token, and that's because Sovereign is bringing decentralized Bitcoin trading and back up. Sovereign is a decentralized Bitcoin trading and lending platform. So Sovereign is going to have margin trading and swaps on Bitcoin in a decentralized way. It's going to have borrowing and lending on Bitcoin in a decentralized way, and liquidity on Bitcoin in a decentralized way. So a lot of people are saying, wait, how are they doing this on Bitcoin? So right now, Bitcoin, you could use Bitcoin in DeFi, but you have to wrap it up, and then you have to use a smart contract, wrap it up, and then mint some wrapped BTC on the Ethereum network, which is not completely decentralized. But with this, you don't have to use Ethereum, because it's going to be based on something that's called Rootstock, and Rootstock is just basically smart contracts for Bitcoin. It's a side chain that they're going to be using Bitcoin for all the settlements and all that stuff, and you can build smart contracts on Bitcoin with scalability and stuff like that. So all the people who are saying that Bitcoin doesn't have innovation are just not paying attention. There's innovation happening everywhere in cryptocurrency, like literally everywhere. So Rootstock helping Sovereign build some decentralized finance on top of Bitcoin. Very interesting, very interesting. So right now, seeing that this is only $35, I'm like, you can find it right now on Kucoin, Gate.io, and AscendX, which is Bitmax. They should have left the name Bitmax. I like the name Bitmax better, but yeah. So they're doing all the lending and borrowing stuff that you can do on Ethereum. On Bitcoin, it's all open sourced, secured oracles and stuff like that. But what I also like to see is that there's people working with them. What's going on with my computer? It's kind of tweaking out right now. There's people working with them, and they're going to be offering their services in El Salvador. Now, this is big, and the reason why this is big, because imagine a place like El Salvador where they made Bitcoin their money. There's no way for them to have a bank account where they can go and, like, maybe buy a car and have their car payment taken out each month, and stuff like that. There's no way for them to just do that on Bitcoin. So something like Sovereign is going to be able to help them do that, because they're going to be able to build smart contracts in order for them to do that. So this is something that is very needed. And like I said, there's only 2 countries so far who announced that they really want to use Bitcoin as currency out of 193. If more of them keep coming on board and they all need these things, they're going to need something that is tested like Sovereign, because Sovereign is going to be being used, in El Salvador in the first place, and I think they just got like a 1-up in that whole thing. So along with AMP, I think Sovereign has a nice interesting place in the whole DeFi, not even just DeFi, but in the whole Bitcoin ecosystem, for Bitcoin being a, not only a store of value, but like a currency in these countries that actually need this financial inclusion. So that is pretty dope, helping people stay sovereign. It's in the name, I guess, So yeah, it's pretty interesting concept. So right now they teamed up with, let's go to the article. They teamed up with Open Bank API 3. So there's a lot of people who watch this channel who like API 3, which is an Oracle, Quado, and Sovereign, to bring the 4th generation blockchain applications offering open banking solutions to provide financial inclusion to all of El Salvador. All of El Salvador. So this thing is actually pretty huge, and I think that's why we saw the price spike today. Now, I knew this was already going to happen because I saw an interview. I was doing my research on this project, and I saw an interview, I think on Altcoin Daily, where he was talking about how the team was working with El Salvador a lot. They've been working in El Salvador a lot. So it just hit an all-time high. The all-time low was only 3 months ago, so that's not too bad. It was at $7. Yeah, so yesterday it was $25, and then today it spiked up to about $43, and right now it's at $35. So as I get more information of this token for you guys on, like, the market cap and how many tokens are in circulation and stuff like that, I'll keep you guys updated. Also, do more research on Sovereign. This is not financial advice. What you do with your money is your responsibility. So let me know what you guys think about the project. So Bitcoin. Let's talk about the chart of Bitcoin a little bit. So interesting things happening on the chart of Bitcoin right now. So we got this daily chart up, and we got the 13 and 34 crossing right now. That's usually a pretty bullish sign, but I'm not as bullish on this cross right now because of this. There's not a lot of volume in this whole bullish move right here. Before, when we hit this bullish move, we had some volume right here where the market came in and said, hey, we really like these places right here, and we don't have that yet. So I want to see some volume pick up on the daily chart to kind of push us over this 43k level, which is probably why people are thinking that we're going to have one last dip. But hey, nonetheless, it's still a bullish cross, so we'll see what happens right there. So the 3 peaks in a domed house, what I wanted to talk about. So I got this idea from Kevin Swinson Crypto. Go ahead and give him a subscribe on YouTube. But he talks about something in this video, the 3 peaks of the domed house Bitcoin chart pattern. He made this video on June 21st, and basically it's a setup where it's similar to Wyckoff. It's like a manipulation type of setup. But it says 3 peaks on a price, and then it comes down. There's a basement, there's a first floor, and then a nice roof, blow off top, comes back down to the top of the first floor, goes up again, and then that's the double top, and then it comes back down, bear market. So if this 3 peaks in the dome house plays out, he got it up here at 180k, just because that's where the fib level that he thinks that Bitcoin is going to reach up to, and it could reach up to there in this run. I'm not saying it can't, but looking at the Bitcoin chart compared to that little setup right there, you do have right here these 3 peaks, and then you have right here this basement, which since then we can see that it came back up right now, and then we have this kind of up and down pattern right here, which would be the first floor. And as long as we don't break the trend line, then long as we don't come down and break the overall trend line, and I didn't draw it in here, but as long as we don't come down and break the overall trend line, then the next level of this pattern, if this plays out, would be the roof. Right here he has a roof, like I said, at 180k. So it would have pretty extreme growth and then come back down and then just start going back down. and going into a whole new pattern. So the 3 peaks in the dome house looks like it could be something that's playing out. I'm gonna go ahead and put this video in the description. You guys should actually check it out, because when I first saw this, I thought it was pretty intriguing. A lot of people did, and now seeing that, hey, we're looking like we might be coming up to a first floor type of thing, or even like below the first floor type of thing on this chart right here, and then this be the first floor, and then going up, seeing that could put Bitcoin at some crazy prices by the end of 2021. That would be pretty interesting. So fear and greed right now is at a 74. Now this is the volatility that I was talking about last week. People were fearful, then they got extremely greedy very fast as soon as the price jumped. This is the volatility that I was talking about. I wanted to see back into this market. And yeah, you guys notice how the news is also repeating. People are talking about George Soros again. I made a video on it a couple years ago when they first started talking about it, and that one I know I made a video on, so I'll put that in the cards, because I know that this news is actually just repeating over and over again. So hey, let's go. If it's gonna repeat, let's repeat it. Going to the total 2 right here. So this was looking more bullish than Bitcoin for a little bit, but then it kind of got slowed down. But the cross is looking like it wants to happen right here. But same thing as Bitcoin, I want to see some volume come in, but it does have some nice momentum. So we'll see how that goes. Now the total looks the most interesting right now. This is all of the whole market cap of cryptocurrency right here. And what's interesting is we have this trend line now. This line you can see is pointed down. So that's a downtrend. We need to break this line now in order to get bullish. We're testing it at this point, getting rejected by it again, but we have this cross right here that maybe be bringing in some more momentum. If we get some more volume, maybe enough, like as high as this one, enough a nice volume bar like this one that's green to send us through this line, and then that will take us to a new all-time high in the total market cap for all of cryptocurrency. But this is pretty interesting to see. This pattern right here might be what says, hey, we might slow down a little bit from pumping the last couple days. Might have to slow down a little bit if we don't cross this line. If we cross it, then hey, let's go for all the altcoins. Hopefully Sovereign will continue to do well. So let me know what you guys think of the video. Switch it up a little bit today. Like and subscribe, turn on those post notifications, share the video, help me grow the channel. If you want to join the Telegram group, I'm gonna let you in just for this video. Till next time, peace.